Hi, I'm Samantha Jones and I live in Wales. To be straight, it happened because we was having sex and he discovered this lump, or well, it wasn't really a lump as such, it was the tiniest of things what was placed underneath my right boob, but it was more, well, it felt more like it was on my ribs. So when he mentioned it afterwards, I didn't think anything of it, to be fair. I touched my other side, and I've always been quite a skinny girl anyway, and I thought, oh, it's nothing to worry about. It feels like I've got the same the other side. So I thought it's nothing to stress about. So I carried on and forgot about it, to be fair. And pretty much like, I've said time and time again, when you're a mum and you're a wife, you've got your careers, you've got your kids, you've got your families, and God knows what else you're doing, juggling loads of plates, you forget these things because you feel at the bottom of the list because everything else is more important. So especially because our family's been through quite a bit recently, I think especially because of that, I always put myself at the bottom of the list, really. Fast forward to December, I went to see the HRT nurse and she was asking things, and she asked if I'd checked my breasts recently. So I thought, oh, actually I haven't. I'll give them a touch later, which I did, just while I was waiting for the bath to run. And that thing, what I didn't worry about at all back in September, I'd grown significantly to probably the size, I'd say, of a ping pong ball. So they got me into a room where I had the CT scan, and there it was, as large as life, waving practically, woo! And it was 12 millimetres. 2 weeks later, I was given the news that I had breast cancer. I had HER2 and also the cancerous lymph nodes as well. So I'd have to go through 6 rounds of chemo and have a lumpectomy and the removal of the lymph nodes.
Obviously now you're all clear. And
I am.
You are sort of trying to sort of spread the message about how important
I
it is
am.
to check your breasts. And
I think it's so important, and it just started with me going to the local bakery. I had this idea, and off I went down to the bakery and asked for two. Well, had they got anything large bun size? And she pointed me in the direction of the tea cakes. So I come home, I iced them, and I put little cherries on them. And I'm afraid as soon as my youngest daughter came in from school, she was like, put your bag down, top off, buns there, take a photo for me. And a friend messaged me, and she has got a jacket potato shop down in Garrington. And I thought, oh, I wonder. So I said to her, "There's any chance I can come down to your shop, get topless, but stand there with some hot steaming jacket potatoes, something covering my boobies," which she completely loved, and she was completely up for it. And I thought, well, if I can get Jess to go for it, how many other businesses in the area can I go in and say, right, this is what I'm doing, I'm getting my boobs out, and then I stand there with props covering my modesty. Are you up for it? Take these photos, and then you put out the word on your social media platforms that, it's so important to check your breasts, to know what you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen as well. Teach our young ones, to teach my daughters, for my daughters to teach their kids as well in the future, what to look for, that they need to be doing this, and try and install that, if your appointments come through for your mammograms, go for them, because it's not very nice. It's not. It's uncomfortable as hell. But so is a smear test, and so have a lot of other things in life. But it will save your life.